Welcome to SourceAnywhere for VSS demo, presented by Dynamsoft Corporation. There will be two parts in the video, presentation and product demonstration. Dynamsoft Corporation is the leading developer of version control and issue tracking software applications. Our industry experience, skill, and proven software solutions offer our clients great value. We offer a complete line of version control and issue tracking products, as well as a couple of scanning solutions. We are both a Microsoft Gold certified partner as well as a VSIP partner. This means we work closely with Microsoft to ensure that our products are compatible with their products, including new and upcoming releases. Today, many Fortune 500 companies, including HP, IBM, Intel, and Symantec, trust Dynamsoft solutions for version control and issue tracking application development. Most developers are familiar with Visual SourceSafe. It's a popular version control tool for the Windows platform that offers essential version control features for many Windows developers. It has been the cornerstone of many development teams for years. Visual SourceSafe provides essential version control functions and promotes team collaboration. For distributed teams, the main issues with VSS are performance and security. Remote users experience very slow performance. Also, it is not secure for remote users since it requires file sharing over the Internet. By opening firewall ports, the whole LAN is put in danger. Furthermore, VSS only supports Windows platform and MS SCCI IDE integration. The cause of the issues with VSS is mainly due to the design philosophy. It was created for development teams working in a LAN and trusted environment. Therefore, it wasn't developed or optimized for remote access. SourceAnywhere for VSS is a Visual SourceSafe remote web access solution. As a VSS add-on tool, our solution provides fast, reliable, and secure remote access for users of SourceSafe. The software is recommended by Microsoft as a remote access and cross-platform solution for VSS. With SourceAnywhere for VSS, you can expect increased productivity because high performance means that developers have less downtime since they won't have long waits to download code. You can have peace of mind knowing that SourceAnywhere for VSS has secure distributed development. SourceAnywhere for VSS provides the flexibility for developers to choose platforms and IDEs, not just from a Windows environment. And your existing investment in VSS is protected since you don't have to purchase a whole new version control tool to fix the distributed problem. Let's take a look at the architecture of SourceAnywhere for VSS before we talk about the features. The SourceAnywhere for VSS server is installed in the same LAN of VSS database. The server is accessed by cache server or client from Internet. SourceAnywhere for VSS comes with cache server, which caches accessed files for later use, thus greatly improving the remote file transfer performance. SourceAnywhere for VSS has wide client support, including Windows GUI and command line client, cross-platform GUI and command line client, Visual Studio integration, Eclipse plugin, Macromedia plugin, and SDK. With SourceAnywhere for VSS, you get high performance, increased security, VSS similarity, IDE integration, and multi-platform support. Each of the features will be discussed on the following slides. SourceAnywhere for VSS can be up to 100 times faster than VSS over the Internet. There is an optional cache server for your geographically distributed teams to further increase performance. The technologies used to increase performance are client-server architecture, file compression, multi-thread transfer, delta transfer, and intelligent file change detection. With SourceAnywhere for VSS, you can expect increased security. There is no file system to expose. Both 128-bit SSL and blowfish encryption is used to secure the source code, and password policy is used to protect your password. Another feature of SourceAnywhere for VSS is the similarity to SourceSafe. All of the major VSS features are supported, and the GUI resembles VSS, making it easy to get started right away. SourceAnywhere for VSS has IDE integration with Microsoft Visual Studio, Eclipse, and Dreamweaver and Flash. SourceAnywhere for VSS can work on Windows, Linux, Mac, and Solaris because in addition to the standard Windows client, SourceAnywhere for VSS has a Java client that can run on any Java-compatible platform. And now let's move on to the product demonstration. SourceAnywhere for VSS can be located at Start, All Programs, SourceAnywhere for VSS. First of all, we need to connect to the server. For the purpose of demonstration, I'm going to use localhost and a port number 8877. After connecting to the server successfully, we need to log in. We can choose the repository that we want to access and click OK. This is the interface of SourceAnywhere for VSS client application, and we can see the interface is very similar to VSS. The reason we designed the interface this way is because we want to reduce all of your learning curve. Now let's do some operations. I'm going to create a project. We can create a project through the File menu and click Create Project. I'm going to name it Project 1 and click OK. Now I'm going to add a file. To add a file, we can do it through the File menu, or we can click the icon down here. I'm going to pick a simple text file and add it. Now we have a file in the repository. We're going to check out the file to the local machine, do some editing, and check it into the database. To enable the checkout feature, we just right-click, Checkout, and click OK. To edit the file, we right-click on the file and click Edit. I'm going to add some characters here, save it, and check it back into the database by right-clicking Check In. Now we're going to take a look at the history of the file by right-clicking Show History. This is the interface of the History Explorer, where we can see how many versions we have in the database, the user who is accessing the file, date and time of modification, and the actions and comment. On the right-hand side, there are the source control commands. We can view any file in the database, check details of a file, get any specific version of a file, pin or unpin on any version. With diff, we can see the differences between files. On the left hand is version 1, and on the right hand version 2. We can also export the history to a text file. Close the interface here. SourceAnywhere for VSS can be integrated into Visual Studio, and here's how to do it. We need to open Visual Studio. First of all, we need to specify the source control solution that we will be using. Go to Tools, Options, Source Control. On the left side, click Plugin Selection and choose Dynamsoft SourceAnywhere for VSS. Now we're going to create a project and do some operation. Create a new project. I'm going to name it Project A. To add a solution to version control, we click File, Source Control, Add Solution to Source Control. Connect to the server and log in. We right-click on a file and then we can see the version control features. Let's check out the file and change it. Save the file and check it into the server. Now we're going to take a look at the file history by right-clicking on the file and clicking View History. This is the interface of History Explorer. Now I would like to show you SourceAnywhere for VSS Server Manager. Server Manager is used to manage the server and also the databases. With Server Manager, we can view the system information, set IP and port, configure the amount for caching, create SSL root CA, and view the log file tracking the following actions. When your team expands and you want to add more licenses, just click on Add and input the new serial number. On the Service Control page, we can start and stop the SourceAnywhere for VSS service. Now I would like to talk about databases. We can create as many databases as we want. Simply just right-click Databases and click Add Database. Browse the VSS database. Add users which already exist in the VSS database. I have 2 databases. Expand one of them. Each database has the following items. User access. We can specify whether a user is allowed to access this particular database. Password policy. We can set the minimum password length from 0 to 32 characters. SourceAnywhere for VSS supports the Enforce Password History feature. With this setting, users cannot use the same passwords when they expire. We can also set the maximum password age. For instance, after 5 days, a new password would be reset. We can also use Lockout User. This feature is really helpful. It prevents hackers from guessing passwords. For instance, after 4 unsuccessful login attempts, hackers will be locked out for 10 minutes. Within these 10 minutes, hackers can't do anything. Excluded file types. Sometimes we don't want to include files with some file extension in a database. We can specify the extension here. SourceAnywhere for VSS allows us to designate a project to be a web project. To designate a web project, click Add, input the project server path, and browse the destination deploy folder. This is the end of my product demonstration, and again, thank you for watching.